Macdonfelt, the realest news anchor on TV. In New Jersey, a Black Lives Matter protest was interrupted when a deer ran through the crowd and injured a woman. We're going to throw up that picture of that deer in question. On Monday, Donald Trump's personal attorney and runner-up in the Angry Mr. Magoo lookalike contest, Rudy Giuliani, told Fox News that Black Lives Matter activist group wants to come and take your house away from you. I think Rudy is confusing BLM with HGTV and their many house-flipping shows. You know, BLM doesn't want to come take your house. Yes, maybe they want to come in and decolonize your bookshelf, replacing those Jack Ryan novels with some Audre Lorde. But if BLM were going to do anything to your home, they'd want to Marie Kondo it. You know, declutter it of any antiquated racist or hateful artifacts that no longer have a place in this world. You just pick these things up, you look at them, you ask yourself, does this bring me joy? The answer's no. It's ludicrous that anyone would still have these things in their home in 2020. They're not cute. They're not funny. Get rid of them. Thank you. Australia's feral camel population is growing out of control. In order to limit breeding, officials are now restricting the creatures to only one hump per camel. The first official day of summer was last Saturday, June 20th. With us now is our Weekend Puppdate correspondent, John Complainey, to tell us all what his plans are for the summer.
Oh, hello, Norman.
Oh, hey, John. Are you looking forward to the summer? Are you looking forward to enjoying it?
You must be kidding me. Enjoy summer. Enjoy summer! What are you talking about? No one enjoys summer. We tolerate it. I mean, think about it. Like, really think about it. Summer has gotta be the worst season of the year. The season is based on a dare. I mean, if you think about it, we're led to believe that we should be outside more during summer. But that's a joke. It gets up to 105 degrees, and people want to ask, oh, what you doing this weekend? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'll tell you what I'm doing. Staying alive indoors and not cooking myself on what is now the human rotisserie known as the Earth. They say John because it's my name. Just go outside and have a few drinks. That'll make it feel better. Feel better? No! All alcohol does is trick your body into thinking it's getting melted. What I'm trying to say is summer's the worst. At least in winter, you can bundle up to stay warm. In the summer, there's only so many layers you can take off to stay cool. And if you take off too many layers, you gotta lather up from head to toe in goop to even have a fighting chance of not becoming the reddest weenie at the weenie roast. I'm John Complainey, and those are my complaints about summer.
Thank you, John. And now it's time for some not helpful news. There are a lot of disturbing videos of police lately, but one video in particular has choked me up. This cop, who had to, wait for a McMuffin. Oh, just play the clip. Just play the clip.
So I decided to come to the McDonald's at Love's on the Ford Avenue exit. And I waited in line to get my food. I had already done my mobile order so that, people don't pay for my stuff because I just always like to pay for it myself. They hand me my receipt, so I go to the second window to get my food. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. The girl comes to the window and asks me what my order was. I repeat my order, and I'm still waiting. So I pull up forward, and a girl comes out with my coffee, and just the coffee. And she hands it to me, and I have my window down. And that's all she hands me is the coffee. So I told her, I said, don't bother with the food because right now I'm too nervous to take it. It doesn't matter how many hours I've been up. It doesn't matter what I've done for anyone. Right now I'm too nervous to take a meal from McDonald's because I can't see it being made. I don't know what's going on with people nowadays, but please, just give us a break. Please just give us a break. I don't know how much more I can take.
Oh, have a heart, people. The police are under attack. Remember those officers who found bleach in their shake from the Shake Shack milkshakes? You know, they were just poisoned for... Oh, wait, what? Oh, they were lying? Cops lie? No way! Oh, I hope Officer Karen gets swift justice and those McDonald's workers are immediately suspended with pay. Listen, Officer McMuffin, I get it. We're all stressed and we all love to eat garbage. Just ask my cousin Oscar. In other news, presidential candidate Joe Biden has joined the fight to defund the police by promising to increase police funding by $300 million. What? In all fairness and balancedness, Joe plans to use that money to institute procedural reforms like body cameras. You know, so we can watch more videos of police terrorizing and murdering black and brown people in HD. Implicit bias training, which works, kind of, for like 2 days, according to the collaborative 2017 meta-analysis study. The Minneapolis Police Department has received millions in federal funding for their initiative since 2014, and that's been working so well. Just ask Jamar Clark, Justine Diamond, Philando Castile, or George Floyd. Oh, wait, you can't, because they were all murdered by the Minneapolis Police Department after receiving money for reforms. Or we could ask, Derek Sanderlin, a San Jose anti-bias trainer who was shot in the groin. Oh, by who? You guessed it, the San Jose police. Uncle Joe, we all love your folksy hair-sniffing charm, and we know we're forced to vote for you in November so the Supreme Court doesn't become the actual ninth circle of hell. But police just got an additional $400,000 million in grants this year, and data has proven that giving the police more funding, it doesn't work. And it just gives them more money to waste on McMuffins. Proposing even more funding is not helpful. In other news, Garrett Rolfe, the Atlanta police officer who shot and killed 27-year-old Rayshard Brooks in the back, and then, kicked him when he fell to the ground, has been arrested and charged with felony murder. In response, the Atlanta Police Department has gone on strike with a measure they call the Blue Flu. This is real. Urging officers to fake sickness and refuse to report for duty. Police officers in Chicago and New York have vowed to follow suit by refusing to investigate murders and only respond to calls for fellow officers that are in danger. What happened to their duty to protect? What? Oh, you kidding me? They don't have a duty to protect us? So what's the point? So what do we do now? With the cops off the streets, we'll have to what? Address the systemic issue that, led to gang and drug-related violence and replace the police with a force of community-related public safety alternatives? Just people just helping out from the community. Police force, come on. You're just not going to help. Oh, wait. No, that's actually a good idea. That helps us a lot. Yeah, police, no, go away. Stay home with your blue flu, you corrupt, murderous sickos. Thank you for all your help. Anyway, I'm depressed. I'm going to go look at some pictures of puppies and cry into a McMuffin. That's been not helpful news. Tonight on Weekend Puppdate, we have a special musical guest. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Hunter.
Thank you, Weekend Puppdate. And this is for you, Norm. Everybody wants to be a bodybuilder. Nobody wants to live this heavy-ass way. Yeah, well, I do. Yeah, well, I do. I'm not messing around. It's time to show good how it's gonna be done. Yeah, yeah. Yep, yep. Lie wait, baby. Lie wait, yeah, buddy. That was super heavy. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Ain't nothing but a peanut. It ain't nothing but a peanut. Lie wait, baby. Lie wait, yeah, buddy. Lie wait, baby. Lie wait, baby. Yeah, buddy.
Our final story tonight. The city of Columbus, Ohio is removing a statue of Columbus and will soon change the name of the city to Columbo and erecting this statue of Peter Falk. In the past 2 weeks, many statues that depict historically racist men, slave owners, and Confederate leaders have been removed across the U.S. Some argue that removing these statues rob us of being able to reflect on and learn history. This brings us to tonight's segment of Breaking the Norm!
Breaking the norm, breaking the norm, breaking the norm, breaking the norm.
Yes, I remember that probably the hardest part of history class in high school was having to help my teacher carry up all those statues to the second floor of the building. If only there was some better way to teach history! But, alas, there's only statues. I'm just joshing you. Statues aren't teaching tools. They're decoration. You don't put up a statue to teach people things. You do it to celebrate something and to show off how much bronze you have. There's a 15-foot tall statue of Superman in Metropolis, Illinois. That doesn't mean that the people of Metropolis, Illinois know anything about Superman. If they did, they'd know that he doesn't live in Illinois and that he's not 15 feet tall. That's a different super friend. Apache Chief. Mount Rushmore doesn't teach you about the presidents. A survey by the U.S. Mint found that only 21% of Americans can even name who's up there. Presidents George Washington, James Marshall, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. See? How hard was that? I'm sorry, I'm being told that James Marshall is not on Mount Rushmore and that he's not real. And that he's a Harrison Ford character from Air Force One. Oh, and BT Dubs, in addition to Mount Rushmore not being useful as a teaching tool about presidents, it was built on land that the U.S. government unlawfully stole from the Native Americans. The Confederacy only lasted 4 years. Gilmore Girls ran longer than that, and Connecticut isn't putting up statues of Rory and Lorelei. Wait, no, hang on. Note to self. Yeah. Start a petition. Gilmore Girls statues. Connecticut, do it, please. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Remember the time they had to remove all those controversial statues of historic women? Oh, wait. That didn't happen because there are hardly any women from history commemorated by statues. Some argue that leaving the statues up will, remind us that we should stop repeating the past. Statues are not there to scare you from doing the wrong things. They're not Mr. Yuck stickers. We actually do have designated places that contain statues to remind us of our horrid checkered past. They're called museums. If you want to preserve these statues, put them in a museum and put a plaque on the exhibit saying, "This room contains statues of men who egregiously thought some human lives were worth less than others. Shall we strive to never be like these men and grow from their mistakes?" Break the norm.
Breaking the norm, breaking the norm. Breaking the norm, breaking the norm.
Well, that's it for this week. Was it heavy enough for ya? I'm Norm Macdonfelt reminding you that no news is good news. Good night.